Where is music coming from? Are you the one playing music for us? Why can't I even hear your voice? That's even another one. I'm sure it. I can't hear you. Are you sure you are not muted? I still can't hear you, but you can hear me, right? Let me check on Facebook if you're audible. If you're audible on Facebook, it might just be from my end, though it will put a bit of if you can hear us, please put it in the comments that you can hear us. Hello. Hello. Okay, Dapo, you cannot be heard though. Hello. So I obviously, Dapo, there's an issue with your audio. Do you want to step out and come back in? Okay, Dapo, you cannot be heard though. Hello, everyone. How we doing? Okay, you can hear me. We're about to go live. Today is another beautiful day on our 25 days Basbos media reset. This has been a very interesting journey. We started from the 1st of July, and every day since then has been back-to-back education on different financial principles. We've spoken on insurance, we've spoken on savings, we've spoken on black tax, we've spoken on effectively managing budget allocation, we've spoken on investment a little bit, but today we're going to dig deep a bit deeper into investment. So today we're talking about how to protect our money through real estate, the opportunities in protecting our money through real estate, and what real estate does as a tool for wealth creation. So I'm feeling myself. This is natural beauty on display. We've gotten to the stage where natural beauty is now a wealth creation tool because everything is fake out there. So if you have the real thing, be grateful. Even the fake ones, they should be grateful, Joe. Meanwhile, let me know your name and where you're watching from. Let's talk. I'm trying to stretch my legs so I get comfortable. Since I'm doing this seemingly alone today, I'm expecting Dapo to come back into this meeting and come and join the spotlight with me. But I am here and we are having a conversation around protecting your money through real estate. Now, if you have had any question on real estate, and if real estate is a vehicle for wealth protecting your funds, then please prepare those questions. Any question on real estate, just throw it at me. Like, yeah, Glasgow, throw it in. Oluferami, thank you for joining. That's Global Ferami. Thank you, Dave from Abuja, for joining. Where are my people on YouTube? YouTube. Let me know your name and where you're watching from. I like to connect with you. Yes. Lami from New York. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Protecting your money through real estate, the opportunities that exist in real estate, the ways real estate protects us. Those are the things I'm going to be discussing. And Dapo has a few notes that we'll be gisting over. Dapo, we can definitely hear you now. And we can hear plenty of other side noise.
Praise the Lord. Music was playing before my voice was running away. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We could hear the music, but we could not hear your voice. Whatever you were doing, I don't know. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Is it the second Monday? I think it's the second Monday in the month of July.
Yeah,
July started half month. Second Monday in the month of July. July is been very interesting and busy for us because we've been doing this every weekday. But
yeah.
Awesome. We already have questions coming in. How do I start investing in real estate business? Another person said, I'm interested. That's from Instagram. Our YouTube people, where are you? Share the link. We don't want to be your best kept secrets. Stop hiding us. Come here and watch and learn, and then you go and be forming James Bond, wealth creator, Elon Musk, Dangote in your community. When you know that it is here you are getting the secrets from, share. Share with your friends and family. Let's have more people in the community. And if you are someone who registered for the 25 days back boost, then please go into the WhatsApp group and comment that we are live and you're here. Okay, Dapo.
Okay, so how do we go? Should we start with answering the questions first, or should we start the matter itself? Which style should we use?
We'll start the question is, we have just one question, and I'm sure many more will come. I think we should use the question button. If you are watching on Instagram, please use the question button so that we can always bring it up later. When you drop as a comment, it scrolls away. But your question is very straightforward, and we are definitely going to touch on it because your question is, how do I start investing in real estate? But before, okay, Dapo, actually, what do you know about starting? Let me throw that on the hot seat. Dapo, hot seat moment. How can David start investing in real estate?
Okay, so as a real estate investor, or if somebody wants to get involved in real estate, the first thing I would have the person do is, why exactly do you want to invest in real estate? What is the ultimate goal? What is the ultimate goal? Because as an expert advisor for real estate clients, I have to be sure that I don't want to have to assume on your behalf, because I might have my own ideas of what I think you want. And meanwhile, you have a different idea of what you want. And if we don't come to the same page first on that, then there's a likelihood that I might end up recommending something that is not going to serve your long-term goals, and that can create a problem. And maybe, God knows, I've probably left the scene in like, I don't know, 5-6 years time. And then you're not like, it was that person that it was what I said I should buy it to. He did not tell me all this one back then. So what do you want to achieve? That's the first thing. And when we say real estate is broad, right? It could be land and it could be houses. And so I would ask, why do you want to do this? And then we can then talk, okay, this is the pathway to go about it to get it done. For example, there are typical two broad categories. There are others as to the reason why somebody wants to invest in real estate. Now, most people want to invest in real estate because they want to grow their capital. That is usually one of the commonest ones, maybe even 70% of the whole stack. They want to grow their capital. And I think that is also very common with us here in Nigeria, where everybody is thinking, I don't want inflation to eat up my money, so let me put it somewhere where I know that the value of my money can be preserved. And so for me, I'm more familiar with Nigerian real estate at this time. That's why I had to use that careful example. So if somebody is investing, a person who is investing for capital appreciation, which is what we call it, is not thinking exactly the same thing as a person who wants to invest for rental income. So maybe you plan to buy the land, and then maybe in like 5 years time, or 7 years time, or 3 years time, you want to build a house there, so that you can start to generate rental income. Maybe it's one of your should I call it retirement project, or you now have access to a lot of cash, and then you want to put it somewhere where you know that you can keep getting cash flow. They are not thinking the same. So once we figure out what exactly you're trying to do, then we can then now say, okay, this particular property will help you achieve this particular. And there are some people too do flipping, though I don't know if that is very common with lands, as it were. But some people also do.
People do
Yes,
land
investment,
flipping.
but it's
They
like
do,
I buy the
land. They
land
do
today. I
land
want.
flipping.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they sell it
And
in
you
3-4
get
months. Some buy a rundown
so
house, they
all those
demolish and they sell the land.
yes.
But let me tell you, my own approach is a bit different from you. I guess me, I just hit the nail on the head. While you are busy doing wealth advisor investigation, I go straight to the point. If anybody wants to invest into real estate, my first question is, how much do you have? Like, if you want to invest into real estate, how much do you have? I have 20,000 naira. Hello? Carry that money.
Yeah.
Go to the bank. Go and put it in the bank. Real estate is not the vehicle for you based on how much you have. So for me, protecting your... Put it in piggy vest. Put it in cowrie wise. Put it in these vehicles. Those vehicles do 1 + 1 for you, not 1 + 1 + 2 soko. No, this is 1 + 1 = 2. They help you move it small. Real estate helps you to move from 10,000 to 10 million. But banking system moves you from 10,000 to 10,200, 10,250, 10,300. So if what you have is a small, like nominal, small money, I will tell you, go to the bank. Build your money through savings in a high interest yielding savings account. When the money reach for us to guide you, then I will tell you, come back at that point, and then would offer you products that can take you in that leap. I was having a conversation with someone last week who is about to sell a property for 600 million naira that he bought. He bought this property for 600 million naira is how much he wants to sell. He bought the property for 41 million naira. So 41 million naira to 600 million naira. And this is about 14 years. There's no bank that can give you that kind of, whether it is high interest yielding, whether it is huge interest yielding, you cannot make 41 million into 600 million through banking instruments. It doesn't exist. So it's important that we put into context what real estate is doing in protecting your money. Against inflation, towards growth, there's some kind of money you will have that I will tell you straight up, go to the bank, fix that money, save it, because there are opportunities you can't take advantage of until your money is substantial. There's no cheap real estate. So if you want to invest into real estate and you're having 500,000 naira, okay, maybe if you go into the forest of the forest, you can get 500,000 naira. But there's also a huge risk that if you go by yourself into the forest to buy a property of 500,000 naira, you are not able to supervise the property. You might lose that property. So my first question, if anybody says I want to invest into real estate, I'm not going to start asking you what is your ambition, what's your dream, because many people have account balance of Mowe and they are eyeing Magodo and eyeing Ikeja and eyeing Lekki Phase 1, but your account balance cannot even buy Mowe right now. So I always start establishing, how much do you have? What's your budget? What is your wish list? Because many people want to do real estate, but they don't have the money. They have a wish list. Like, I am praying for a miracle. So my miracle is I would have 20 million naira at the end of this year. So based on I can entertain your miracle list. I don't mind. I can entertain your miracle list because the just shall live by faith. We have faith in this community. We believe in you. that even though your current balance is 1 million naira, you have faith to approach a property of 25 million naira. I love you. I want the best for you. I would work with you on this journey. And if you are disciplined, you can achieve it. Because I have done some things that when I was approaching the real estate investment, the percentage I had was small as compared to the kind of money I was looking for. And I was able to achieve it. So I don't despise anybody's small money, but it gets as your money goes small, rich, that when you come, I'll tell you that your approach should be go and save more money, go and work harder, go and invest this money into a business, go and multiply the money before bringing it into real estate. So yes, that's the approach. Somebody is asking this question. So what's your minimum threshold for real estate investments? You see, when people come and meet me with this, that's why I ask what your budget is, because your budget helps me to guide you. I am your doctor when it comes to wealth creation. You cannot come and meet your doctor and not tell your doctor what your condition is. If you have HIV, you will tell the doctor. You cannot be embarrassed about telling the doctor. The more honest you are with the doctor regarding your health condition, the more you are able to get accurate health prescriptions to help solve your problem. So if I am your wealth coach and my goal is to help you to build money, build wealth through real estate, you can't hide how much you have from me. I can't help you if you don't tell me how much you have. You can tell me how much you have, then tell me how much you expect you will have. I've approached transactions and they're like, oh, this is 1.something billion naira. I say, okay, what I have now is 100 million, but give me time, I will balance the money and I get the deal. So for me, it is, let me know what you have so that we can guide you. People have come to me and say that they have 5 million naira and they are looking for property in Ekpe, and I'll tell you, oh, 5 years ago, 5 million naira could have done a whole lot in Ekpe, but the Ekpe of today, you need 20-something million naira. So minimum investment varies based on location. The Lekki of today, you need 1 billion naira because per square meter, you're talking over 1 million naira for a square meter. The Ikeja GRA of today, we're talking 1.52 million naira per square meter. Now, we have property in Aja, after Aja, that was selling for 120,000 naira per square meter, and somebody else is selling square meter in the same Lagos for 1.2 million naira. Somebody is selling square meter for 2 million naira. Somebody is selling square meter in Lagos for 100,000 naira. So it is not about what's the minimum threshold. It is what is your pocket. It's your pocket. So when you know what your pocket can afford, then we guide you to the best location based on your pocket and what you want to achieve. So that was questions become valid when I know how much. Imagine I'm asking you what your goals are, and you say, I want to build a 4-bedroom mansion. You tell me, oh, I'm hoping I want to invest and grow my funds. After I've spent like 1 hour and you are painting your picture of your dream real estate goals to me, how much do you have? You have 500,000 naira. Hello, you just like, what have we done? Like I know that it's important to cast your vision. It's not me that you cast your vision to. Cast your vision with your friends and family, not our wealth advisors. Let's start from your budget so we can help you achieve your goal. That's the approach I like to take. Odapo is in my team of wealth advisors, which is why I don't talk to investors directly, because I'm going to just go straight to the hammer and say, where is your money? How much? Let me guide you. But you see, our wealth advisors, they are patient. They will take you through the journey. They will educate you. They would advise you and then give you options of investment opportunities you can go into. So right now, as a company, Rep 360 has properties that we have for 5 million, we have for that was laughing. Don't laugh. We have a property of 3 million. We have a property of 100 million. We have, so it depends on, minimum for us will be 3 million. Do you understand? Minimum for us as a company will be 3 million. Do you have 3 million cash? Fantastic. Handshake. 3.6 million, handshake. 5 million, handshake. But if you don't already prepare something, you can't have a transaction. I can't go and meet a tailor and tell the tailor that I want you to make the best of the best of the best clothes for me. and I don't have any money with me. So it's important that people realize that you when you are our topic today is to protect your money through real estate. You must already have money. You must already have money. We cannot protect nothing. We can't protect zero. Protecting 0 naira or $0 is still equals to 0. But if you already have an amount of money that you have saved, and I know we have savings in this wealth community because we're like, savings is the lowest form of wealth or lowest form of investment. Savings is not an investment. Savings is nothing. But savings is something, it's a place to start from because it's what you save that you can invest. If you don't have savings, there is nothing to invest. So this conversation we're having, this is me doing what I will not do one-on-one. If you come and meet me one-on-one, your budget is going to disqualify you. 5 years ago, I can answer you. Right now, I'm sorry, with all sense of humility and glory to God, I cannot answer everybody right now. But my team can. They can. And they will still tell you and ask you, where are you starting from? Because if you don't have a location, you cannot determine your destination. We need to know where we are. I'm starting from Lagos. I'm going to Shangisha. I'm going to Shagamu. I'm starting from Lagos. So your budget is where you are starting from. Then where you are going to is my destination. I want to build wealth. So the conversation we are having is protecting your money through real estate, and it is a powerful tool for protecting our funds. However, in this conversation of protecting our funds is that we must already have funds, and having funds means that you have explored the discipline of savings. So yes, we can have savings, but savings is where you start from. I know that God can cause you to enjoy miraculous blessings where some unexpected funds just come in, you did not save the money, but you came into money. Oh, meanwhile, that shaking of head I was speaking in tongues in my mind is not relevant here. You just come into money. Somebody just gifted you money. A bonus came in that was heavy. Alarm, not alert, alarm bonus that when it hit your account vibrated. Even you, when you saw it, you vibrated. There are some kind of miraculous drop that happens like that. That is not based on your savings. So let me not say only savings is the way for you to accumulate money. I have a question here before I answer. I have a question on Instagram from Ajasa Rahinat before I answer the one on YouTube. Like I always say, YouTube is where the real action is taking place. Please don't forget to like and share. On YouTube, subscribe. On Facebook, like and share. On Instagram, like and share. You can like and share now. Maybe people can like and share here, right? Let's do it. All right. So our conversation right now is about answering the question, what is land banking? Land banking is what I just explained to you, that somebody bought a land of 41 million naira and sold it, is about to sell for 600 million naira. Like there's a deal of 600 million naira on a property that he bought for 41 million naira. That's land banking. He didn't do anything. Literally, this man just did a fence, not complete fence. So let's say this is the land. It's actually more rectangular, like it's like this. This is the land. The man did a fence like this. He fenced the back and the side. He left the front open. He didn't do any other thing on the land for 14 years. And his 41 million naira is now worth more than 600 million naira. Because even that 600 million naira, the people buying it feel they know they got a deal. That is land banking. Land banking is where you buy a property and you leave it, you bank your money into land, and that land multiplies your money for you. Let me break it down in a smaller way. People bought land for 1 million naira, 2 million naira in Ekpe. I know someone that bought a property of 1 million naira and sold that exact property in our company. 1 million naira sold for 7.5 million naira in 3 years. Dapo, you need to share your own story by yourself. Confess. I've put you on the spot. How much did you buy Ire? How much did you sell Ire? You are going to talk. Because I see you are arranging yourself when I put you on the spot. Many of you like to be making the money behind the scene. You don't like to come and talk about how you make the money. But people need to understand. So thank you. Rahina's already got it. But let me withdraw you from being at the center. Let me pity Dakwa. Not before people will start coming and meet Dakwa to come and ask him to come and cut soup for them, or urgent 2K will now fill his DM. Brother Dakwa, I will not let you share your testimony. But he was also one of those that was able to double the value of his property. Dakwa, once again, I'm hearing music. I'm not hearing your voice. Come out and come back. Stop playing music. We don't want to hear music. We want to hear your story, but we have already allowed you to get away with that story. So that, well, let me tell you what happened. He bought a property in Ire, and he was able to get twice the price, more than 2 times the price that he paid for that land. And this happened in less than 18 months. Double. I mean, more than double self. That is land banking. Land banking is essentially banking your money into land instead of putting it in the bank. I have a few pounds and dollars that I put into Access Bank accounts, my domiciliary account, my pounds and dollar domiciliary account. There's a particular, my pounds account has been there since 2021. The money was £1,000. It never reached 1,100 in 5 years. If I put that money into real estate, I know how much I'll have gotten from that money. So at the end of the day, putting your money in the bank is useless if it is not a high interest savings account. A regular savings account is waste of money. Thankfully, we now have high interest savings account. It locks down your savings, but you also get high interest. Somebody is asking, investing in land banking and gold, which one is more profitable? Which one can easily be stolen? Which one can you lose? Because I have one very heavy, was it 21 karat gold. It was the only 21 karat gold that I have. Vicky Hair Shop, see my hair. Sorry. My hair revamping vendor just joined, and when I brought out my hair to wear today, I was really feeling myself. So as I just saw her, I'm like, oh my god, Vicky, can you see what you did? Anyway, back to the topic we're discussing. So I bought my first 21 karat gold, and it was this lovely dangling earring, and it comes with a chain. The chain is a 3-layer chain. I went for an event, and I can never forget, because the event was at Terra Culture. And when I got home, I could only find one earring. I set inside the car with torchlight, binoculars everywhere, check. Because this thing is not small money. It's not small. When I say it's not small money, I mean it's like one earring was half plot of land. One earring was half plot of land at the time. Apparently, when I removed my wig, because the hook was inside my hair, my wig was all this full wig. The hair carried the kidney, and somehow, I did not find the true life story. Omo, it pained me. So yes, I do gold. I like gold. Yeah. But it's not an investment for me. The beauty of it is, let me tell you, the second ear that I still had, I sold it when I got to Dubai. Like, they bought it and I used the money to buy a full bracelet of one ear. So imagine what the second ear together would have been worth. But you see, land, it couldn't be stolen. I can't throw one plot of land and be looking for it under the table and under chair. The way I was looking for, like, I retraced my step. You know, when you're looking for something and you now be asking yourself, when I came down from the car, I walked like this. I now turned to the left. I now went up the stairs. That was what I was doing. I was tracing my step to try and find one dangling earring, and I did not see it. The second year, I kept it until when I went to Dubai, and then I sold it, and I was able to get one full bracelet on top of one earring. It was a lot of money, and I lost it. Land, you cannot lose like that. They can hold your chain in traffic like this and do boom. It's gone. 5 million naira gone. One plot of land, boom. Somebody can hold this, my bracelet now, and say, boom, it will pain my hand. But thankfully, that's why I like this one. This one's, if you pull it, it will break into pieces. I can pack my pieces together. But if you are using a chain and they pull it like that, gone. And that is one plot of land gone. Plot of land don't go like that, though. That's why you cannot necessarily compare gold with real estate. It is a good one. My mom was going to roof. I've shared the story before for those of you that were in Money Monday, and it is in my book, Mastering the Money Game. My mom was going to roof our house, and she gathered all her gold. Before, I used to tell myself I don't need to buy gold. My mom has enough gold for me to inherit. I'm her only child. But my mom was going to roof her house, and she emptied all her gold, sold it. So now I did not have any gold to inherit again. I need to start buying my own gold myself. She sold everything, and she was able to use gold to roof her house. That is the power of gold. But she could have been going to sell it now, and they do bring it. They collect it from her. End of story. They cannot collect your land like that. So let me explain how gold can still work, because I don't want to make it look like, I believe in diversifying your portfolio. I'm not going to make it look like the only thing you must do is real estate, even though real estate reach you. It reach you past, like there's so many angles to real estate that you can build unimaginable wealth through different diverse real estate investments across Lagos through land banking, or Ogun State in land banking. You can do housing and get rent. You can do property in the other countries, like you can do in Dubai, you can do in London, there is capital. There are many ways. There's shortlets. There are many ways to do real estate. There are people that are doing warehouse as real estate. Some are doing event center as real estate. Some are doing office complex as real estate. Some are doing residential. There are many angles to do real estate and profit. So real estate is enough for you to explore. But let's just say some of you like gold, like my Car Love show that is commenting on this gold matter. The way to build wealth through gold is to buy bars, gold bars. You see this one that we wear in our hand, on our neck? I'm not even wearing any in my ear or neck today. All of it didn't be wealth. It didn't be wealth. It's fashion. It is fashion that has second-hand value. Fashion that has second-hand value, not wealth. Not wealth. Let's be honest with ourselves. If you want to do gold for wealth, buy gold bars. Countries that invest in gold, they are not doing gold necklace, gold earrings. They are doing gold bars. But let's go back to our real estate. That's our topic for today, protecting your money through real estate. Have you been enjoying this session? Comment, I'm enjoying. Are you getting value? Comment, I'm getting value. Just want your comment. Because it gets Instagram to make our announcement stuff pop up more, so do it like. Okay, so getting back to the question, what are fractional investment schemes? Yeah, I've done fractional investment schemes. I've done several. So that I love having our Instagram lives and Facebook lives, and these conversations that we get to have. Someone just commented, meanwhile, I know a senior executive who is a gold pen collector. This pen could quickly turn to sharp repayments, like it is easy to convert. That's the beauty of gold. Gold is liquid. Gold is like cash. That's the thing. Because I can just carry my gold and go to Malam, and Malam, I'll collect cash immediately. Like gold can be converted into cash in a faster way than real estate can be converted into cash. So gold is more liquid than cash, but real estate multiplies more in terms of capital appreciation more than gold. Even gold still brings substantial capital appreciation. So to answer the question on real estate, fractional real estate scheme, I've done it. I co-own properties in the US. When I say property, I mean properties with an S in the US. If I had said I wanted, at the time when I first got my first property in America, if I wanted to buy by myself, I couldn't have done it. I didn't have the money to do it. So the only way I could buy a property in the US then was to do fractional ownership. I joined a group of other people and were able to buy together. However, if your goal is to get residency, citizenship documentation, you cannot do fractional real estate investment. Your $10,000, $20,000 cannot give you that. Even with Dubai, that they systemized the opportunity for you to get a property in Dubai. What they do is two people can own a property, only two, and the two of you will be registered. And if there is opportunity for residency, two of you will get the residency in Dubai. So if you are interested in fractional real estate scheme for the US, we have available. Josephine will be your plug for that. So you can reach out to our wealth advisors. Any of them actually can guide you with how to join us in the US. But the minimum slot is $10,000. Then in Dubai is two people, and that means you're spending about $100,000 or $150,000 to buy a property in Dubai, but it comes with residency, so that's the bonus of that. But fractional real estate is a very viable tool. It's a very viable tool to start, because what it will require from you, which is why I told you my own story, the bulk money you need, you might not have it, but if you get like minds together and say, let these people join me, and then we will buy together, it makes your journey easier, it makes your journey faster. So that, I hope you understand, Alfred, what I mean by fractional real estate scheme now. However, let me give you the true life story comma to it. You need to ensure that all of you are of like mind, and the person organizing it has the legal structure and the discipline to hold you together. Because when you do fractional real estate, all of you brought 10,000. Somebody can come after 1 week and after 1 month and say, I need my $10,000. I want to sell. I want to sell now. So it's important that there are terms and conditions on how you can exit, on the timeline of the investment, and it is agreed upon before the scheme is put together. Based on my lessons from experience, I will not gather strangers together into one property. I would say, if you want to do one property, be friends, community. You have gone through training. So even if I want to do, you must do a particular training with me before I will now gather you together. Preferably, gather your friends, church members, community, and buy. Because if it is strangers, Yoruba says, like once money gets involved, even friendship can get strained. So now bringing strangers together with money to buy in UK or in the US or even Dubai becomes more complicated. But for Dubai, I won't even advise that level of fractional ownership. Only 2 for Dubai. But for the US, you can actually be up to 10. For UK, preferably like around 5. So, and that was the approach we used when we went into those opportunities. Dapo has a proper list that was supposed to use to educate us today, but Q&A have taken us everywhere, and I'm enjoying it because I like answering. I like real life conversations like this where people are giving us their own personal experience. There's also REITs, which is real estate investment trust, where you put your money and get returns on your investment without asset ownership. We have done a few of that as a company where we offer people percentages, but it became a bit challenging because of government regulation, because anytime you are giving return on investment, you have to involve the Security Exchange Commission. And so we pulled back. But when we have a new asset to buy and we need to raise funds, we call our investors and they drop money. We call our investors that, oh, I want to buy this property. I would like you to, and you take 35% in 18 months, which is what we currently have, and people actually drop their money and they get interest on their money. So that's another way to invest into real estate without asset ownership. You put your money, but you need to be sure that the company you're partnering with is a company you can trust and they will not disappoint you. Not they will take your money away. Because there are those that you give them money and they will enter voicemail. You call and you can't reach them anymore. So we've done it before. We've not done it in a while. We're doing right now where people can actually get returns on their cash investment into real estate without asset ownership. Of course, we would always give you a guarantee of a plot of land as a guarantee for the money that you're bringing down. TMO, what's your advice on buying property outside Lagos? These real estate firms are selling me landed properties around schools. I'm scared of government policy in states I don't know. You need a surveyor. Your best friend in real estate is a surveyor. Guys, I cannot overemphasize it. Even me as a developer, my best friend, sometimes I always feel like I think about it in the office and say, let me just even dash. If I want to just dash my surveyor money to appreciate that they did not deceive me. Because if you miss it with your surveyor, you miss it with your investments. You do not buy any property without a surveyor. You should have a surveyor check the property for you. So they can tell you if it is genuine or not. Because it can look good, does not mean it is good. It can be well positioned, but it is not free. You can buy water and you are profiting better than those that bought dry land in a wrong place. Even now, CFO is no longer CFO in Lagos State. So here is what I would say. You need a surveyor. So they run your checks for you. So after surveyor, lawyer. But surveyor is number one. Because a lawyer cannot use eye to see a land that is fake. He will do his investigation on a legal perspective. But the surveyor is doing the checks.
Yes.
The surveyor is checking the coordinates. I have gotten to a property, they gave me documents, showed me the land. My surveyor checked and said the coordinates on the documents I have is different from the coordinates of the land. So you cannot joke with your surveyor. You better get a good surveyor. I have mine. I could recommend, but I'm not even gonna, because people would make my surveyor now. I've recommended my surveyor so much. He's too busy for me. I thought I have him. I'll be like, Abib, you are blue. You are blue now. You don't have time for me because I've given you to everybody. You don't now take care of me anymore. But you need a good surveyor. Your surveyor will check the property and be sure. And sometimes we look at it. I have some monies you spend, you don't get it back. I've paid surveyors to check property for me, and I didn't buy the property because it was not good. It will feel like, so I just wasted the money. You didn't waste it because you paid to ensure you got the real deal. I've spent hundreds of thousands of naira to verify a property, even millions, to verify a property I did not buy. Is it not better for you to spend millions than for you to waste hundreds of millions on a property that is a loss? So, all right, do we have more questions? I'm not answering you, Carlos. You have used this session, my free class to collect consultation session. You're supposed to pay me for this consultation session. I just did. But I've not done live. I've not come live in over a year. I stopped doing Money Monday last year just because I wanted to take a break from this live streaming to birth something different. And I did Game of Money podcast, and that was like, okay, let's do something different. But I love this conversation. You know me, I talk for a living. Just press play and I am peering. I'm talking, they go. And I love to share value, no gatekeeping, just purely helping people to grow. I posted something 2 days ago and the response was just very interested on my WhatsApp. I said, I am a blessing that people who follow me enter into greater blessings. And somebody was like, that's why I've been following you since 2021. That's why I've been following you since 1990 something. I'm like, which one is that following me since? And that's the truth, because I'm not going to gatekeep. If I see opportunity, I'll share it with you. So yes, we do have cash-based real estate investments right now, if you want to make your money work for you, minimum slot is 10 million naira per slot, guaranteed by land. And the return is about 35% if it is something you are interested in. Talk to our wealth advisors. They will give you details on how we are protecting your cash-based real estate investment. Well, we've done it before and we paid back all our investors to the glory of God. Tapo, over to you.
Okay, so let me take it from that. The last thing you just said about the fractional ownership. Some of us who might be interested in what Tiamo just spoke about, you might have to send us a DM. Like if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, the easiest way you can actually reach us, send in a DM, and then we can give you more information about that particular one. Okay, so let me see. Was it REITs operates like mutual funds? Okay, that was just a comment. So I remember there was this particular thing that Dr. Lumide said some time ago. How real estate is both a vehicle for, it's not just a vehicle for wealth creation, but it's also a vehicle for wealth retention. I think he said that real estate is the only asset that doubles as a wealth retention tool as well as a wealth creation tool, and that is quite instructive, because many people are only familiar with the fact, oh, I buy land, and I hold it for a period of time. I do maybe a minimal stuff on it, and then I wait for it to appreciate so that I can sell it off. But one of the really good uses of real estate also is the fact that it can help you to move way faster. I mean, it can help you protect your money against inflation, because real estate in a good location, and this is where location becomes very, very critical. The topic of investment is not just jumping one size fits all situation, and you think you are going to arrive at the same end as everybody. Location is very, very important. If you want to buy land, whether for retention or for appreciation, location, you can buy inside one bush, somewhere, because they said it was cheap, which is one of the things that usually attracts a lot of people in the middle class. Those who are like, they are still hustling, they were able to gather some money. Play my cheap though, 500,000 more. You better be sure that there is a chance that that particular property will actually like something interesting in terms of infrastructural development will happen in that location very soon. Otherwise, you are on your own. And I should also say this, that you need to realize that now this is not 100% rule, but generally speaking, it's what holds. The cheaper the land is, the longer it might take before it brings you serious returns. This is the part that many people don't like to hear. The cheaper it is, the longer it might take to bring you, and I say might because, well, there are outlier situations where something springs up. I remember, I think this probably happened with or was it phase 1 or 2, where you were like, you wish you had known that some of the projects that they were doing in Ekpe was going to come, you wouldn't have sold out.
We sold out too fast, and we could have bought more.
Yes. So there are outlier situations. There are outlier situations where maybe a major investor buys something close to where you had the land, or the government decides, oh, we want to use this particular location for what we want to do right now, and then the money just goes up. But if you're not dealing with outlier situations, you want to ensure that whatever it is you're putting your money is a place, excuse me, is a place that has value. So we all have to tell us, we all have to accept that truth that valuable real estate costs money. Let's not lie to each other about it. Because I've had situations where clients will come to me, they'll be like, hey, I'm a senior retired civil servant, and please, absolutely, this is not shades to civil servant. These are people who have worked very hard. But you can tell from the tone of their question as one of those questions where they are feeling like they are hoping for a miracle, where somehow, all that money that they have gathered, they can People put it into somewhere in a few years' time, they eat it big. It doesn't happen like that, though. It doesn't happen like that. If you want
So I
serious
always tell
returns,
people,
you must have serious capital, which is where
yeah.
the importance of also now this is related. Yeah.
So I
You
always tell
said?
people that are trying to achieve real estate
Hello?
investment goal, if your goal is to achieve real estate investment and you don't have enough money, your easiest way is to become a realtor. If you sell 10 plots of land, your commission would automatically cover one plot for you. Because if your commission is 10%, by the time you sell 10% of 10 becomes 100% for one. So you can buy a property without money. You are buying it with your sweat capital. You can buy that property with your effort. You can buy it with your network. You can buy it through marketing. You can buy it through introducing the product to people. And that is something
Yeah,
we don't talk about enough. When I was buying my first property,
absolutely.
it was mainly as a realtor.
Yes.
I sold enough properties to then earn the money to buy my own. So it is an opportunity that people the fact that you can't afford it
Yeah.
now does not mean a maybe now does not mean a no. Because like I said, all you need to do is set a target. I want to sell 10 plots and I make the money. Because at the end of the day, for me, we are on a journey and the opportunities are immense. I thank God for the opportunity He gave me to enter into this industry. I was a makeup artist. Like, I was a makeup artist. Before I would see ₦1 million, my back would be hurting me. I would have done makeup, stood on my feet for so long. So real estate for me was a breakthrough. And it doesn't just work for me. It's not because I'm on TV or anything. It's the fact that it can work that same way for everybody that is diligent. So whenever I'm talking about real estate investment, I
Yeah.
know there's always a category of people that are watching me that cannot afford it. You can't afford to buy a house in Dubai yet. Okay, yes, I'm telling you, come and buy a house in Dubai for those that can afford it. But if you can't, don't count yourself out, because all you need to do is sell 10. By the time you sell 10, your commission will buy you one, especially for land in Lagos, where commission is like 10%. For houses in Lagos, the commission is not that much. That's the truth, because we're talking a higher amount of money, the lesser the commission will be. But I have met people that before they went into real estate or started selling real estate, they had not seen 10 million as a bulk. They've not even seen 1 million or 5 million in bulk before. And right now, that is their every month recurrence. Their every month, their salary is 250, their commission is in millions of naira. And that
Yeah.
can be your story as well. And we have a community that would support that. We even have an event on the last day of this month, on the 31st of July. I will be hosting an event in Magodo, our office. I will teach personally and a group of other people to help you know what to do when you're starting out in real estate. It's our one-day open house. You can ask me any question. But in the month of August, we'll then do like an intense realtor certification program. One of the best investments I did when I wanted to start this industry was I went to go and buy Dr. Olumide Emmanuel's course. And if you try going to buy it, you will come back and meet me, because you will realize that the price is not cheap. You can join virtually. Somebody just asked me, I'm based in Port Harcourt, how can I join your realtor community? Guess what? We paid commission to somebody in London, not in Nigeria. The person lives in London and the person is collecting commission. We have paid commission to people in the UK. Commission to not UK and London, same. US. I meant US. So the fact that you are in Port Harcourt, if you are consistent with pushing products, you will earn commission from a place you've not seen. Because one is you are working with a brand that is reliable. You're working with a brand that is reliable. So with us, you can fully endorse what we put out there, because we would definitely not there's no need for plenty English. Your yes, our yes is our yes, our no is our no. We don't need to be explaining it too much. We are reliable, we have integrity. Take it to the bank, we draw money. Tell them TMO sent you.
Yeah. And
That
the
over to you.
number
So
to
what
reach
you
out
want to say.
the number to reach out to is yeah, the number to reach out to is actually at the top of the screen. For Alfred Olumo, if you're looking at the video feed, the phone number of Antonia, our real estate business ambassadors manager is there, so you can send her a message.
If you want to get
I
into the
can also
community
type
on
it in the comment
Instagram,
section. Let me just quickly do that.
just send me Reba in my DM. I'll give you the number to send the message to. Okay. Thank you, Charity. Charity.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Charity is too good. Charity already put the number. We've pinned the number. So for my Instagram, the number of Antonia is pinned
Good.
for
Good.
you to join. Or you can just send Reba. If you send Reba to me via DM.
And if I may add to the whole thing about to the concept of becoming a realtor as a way to raise the capital for you to want to be able to buy your own land. I'm very happy that you actually mentioned that, because I was going to go in a related but slightly different direction by saying this. The amount of capital that you can drop for anything you want to do is directly proportional to the value of skills that you have. One of the reasons why many people have low income, apart from other things that may be happening and other external factors and other external situations that might come, but the truth about the income that many of us have access to is that our income is actually a direct reflection of the value of the skills that we have. Let us not be emotional about it. It doesn't matter whether
you know more, most likely you will earn
4
more.
years to acquire a degree. And yes. So whether you spent 4 years acquiring the degree, whether you have labored for 15 years as an apprentice, whatever, this, I know that this can be painful to say to some people sometimes when they realize that you spent a lot of time sacrificing and learning something that is not as hugely demanded in the marketplace. And now they have responsibilities, they have people looking up to them, they have to work really hard and all of that. I will tell you this for free. The journey that you will have to take 15 years to go through in a low value skill to be able to gather a certain amount of money, if you decide to learn a higher value skill like sales, like for example, becoming a realtor is a high value skill. It's not, you don't start today and you get there tomorrow. But if you learn these skills, you learn how to communicate with people, you learn how to handle objections, you learn how to professionally present real estate, you learn how to find out, ask questions that help people understand, that help you understand what people want, and so that you can then recommend to them. You learn how to handle objections, you learn how to deal with the fears of people. These are the things that, some of the things that you will learn. You learn how to create content, you learn how to maybe edit
Every
videos.
human being
Never done something like
selling.
that before. You learn all those things gradually.
You increase your value.
Yes.
And increase your income.
You learn all these things. You won't recognize yourself in 2 years' time. Yes. So, and especially we're living at, I was telling somebody recently, I said that, look, we are not the first generation to experience inflation. No. Go and see videos from the 1990s when people were complaining about 5 naira and 50 naira. 50 naira and I'm like, I was looking at the video, I couldn't believe my ears. Like, people were complaining of increment of 5 naira and 50 naira. So if you think that you've seen it really
take
bad,
the headline,
then what should your
take
parents
the headline
say?
of 1980s. Headline of 1980s is the same as our headlines today. The headlines are the same. Problem, expense, all of that.
Changed.
So it's not necessarily going to get better, but for you and I, with the knowledge we now have, it will get better for us. If we implement the principles that we are discussing, we're responsible, every one of us were responsible for how we end 2026. So throughout the month of July, Monday to Friday, I've been here teaching, bringing in different people to teach. Tomorrow, let me see, my friend is joining us. This is information that can help you end 2026 wealthier. You might not have real estate now. If you are disciplined between now and December, you have real estate. You might not have investments, you have. You might not have the knowledge, you will have. And I'm doing it free. Some people will come here and they will not implement. You're not taking your life very seriously. I cannot help you. However, If you are ready to take your life seriously, I'm here to help you. While I'm available to, there was a time that every customer that wants to buy property from Red 360, I was talking to them one-on-one, advising them. Right now, I don't do it anymore. Those that got it then had my contact, had access, they enjoyed it. Right now, that time has passed. Right, I'm doing this now. In the next few years, you will want me to do it. I cannot do it anymore. We're no longer available for things like that because it's a journey. So take advantage of what you have right now. Implement the decisions. If you're just joining us, you've missed because we were teaching on protecting your money through real estate. And I answered some really, really strong questions that were asked me and dropped a whole lot of value. So watch the replay if you can, which you should if you value yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'll be joined with my friend Yemisi, and we will be having a very, 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 very gingered, hardcore message on wealth creation that will empower you for the next level. Thank you for spending your Monday evening with me. Reminds me of Money Monday. I really, really enjoyed it. And if you want to join our team of realtors, chat with Antonia. If you want to join our real estate investment scheme that it is not land-based, but cash-based, send us a message, talk to our wealth advisors. Each slot is 10 million naira. Return is 35% for 18 months and is guaranteed by land that will be put into your contract. So you have assurance of your capital being safe. So,
All right. So thank you very much.
That's what we can take for today.
We are gonna peace out. I didn't even realize that it was past 9 already. Man, this runs fast.
Oh, great.